Mikel, just a few days out now from the start of a new Premier League season. How excited are you returning in front of your own fans as the champions?
Very excited. We already have some glimpse about the competition again with the Community Shield final and the good feeling that we had after that victory. And now, it's a new season, new expectations. We had the opportunity to do something that we haven't done before in this football club, is to win it back-to-back, and that's ambition.
How has training been since that Community Shield win? Because speaking to you in the tunnel in Cardiff, I think you were pleasantly surprised with the intensity your team were able to show after a lot of them obviously only got back late from World Cup duty.
Yeah, I was very impressed, but I think that it came down to the desire of the players to go an edge above probably the level that they had on the day. And I was really pleased to witness that from the starters, from the finishes, the reaction from the players that they couldn't even be in the squad. And so far it's been a really good week, and we know that on Friday is going to be a real test. The first game of the Premier League is always very, very tough. Getting ready for it.
Did it feel like a statement, bearing in mind you were playing the team that you've been competing with for the title for the last few seasons?
Well, it was certainly one of the biggest tests that you can face in pre-season against the best opponent probably that you can face, with all of them starting the game almost, and for the team to react and to play in the manner that it did. So really pleased with that, but this is about consistency, about doing it every 3 days, and we know that the focus has to be, okay, what's next?
Only 3 managers have ever retained a Premier League title: Ferguson, Mourinho and of course Guardiola. How much of a motivating factor is it for you to join that elite list?
It's not personal. It's the collective ambition that we have and the ambition of the club, and and it's a beautiful challenge. So when you know how to do it, actually to replicate it, and the challenge, it will be different. The things that we will face along the journey will be different, but they will have similarities with experiences that we had in the last few years, and I feel very, very confident that we're going to give ourselves a big chance to be there again.
You freshened up the squad with the likes of Bruno Guimaraes and Zolis as well, both of them impressed at the weekend. How important is it to strengthen from a position of power and just bring some fresh ideas into the dressing room?
Well, I think when we have to show ambition at the club, it has to come from the very top, and I think ownership has been extremely supportive and ambitious in everything that we are doing at the club, whether it is the stadium or at the training ground, staff, players, and the motivation is always there, is to be better, and if we can identify the talent abroad to make us better, we have to do it, but especially we have to focus with the talent that we have in-house to make sure that continues to grow, evolve, and be better.
And you sense the new arrivals are driving on the established players because people want to keep their place in the team?
The new ones are always bring something else, and when those new ones as well, they come into the club for the right reasons and with the right ambition and with the right desire to build a new history at the club. It raises the level of everybody, me first, because there are other expectations.
And 2 weeks today the transfer window closes. Would you anticipate much more business in terms of incomings between now and then?
Well, you can see the league, how unpredictable the league is, and the amount of things that can happen on a day. So it's better not to talk too much. Be prepared, be open, and hopefully we can wrap up the transfer window in a really positive way.
You were speaking before the Community Shield. You were asked about your long-term future and contract negotiations, and you said there's nothing to worry about, Arsenal fans. Do you see yourself as somebody who can do what the likes of Guardiola and Wenger and Ferguson did and stay at the club for many years and build a dynasty?
I want to do what I'm capable of doing and what is the best for the club, and I feel very, very happy and grateful to be sitting where I am with the people that I work with every single day, and my ambition is to continue this way.
Was it strange at Cardiff on Sunday that you weren't facing Pep Guardiola in the dugout, given that rivalry that's developed and obviously your relationship with him?
It was different. Obviously, I know Enzo really well, but obviously the relationship that I built with Pep when we work with each other, and then the amount of headaches and sweats that he has provided to me over the last 6-7 years to try to catch up to the level and the standards that they set in the league has been an absolute inspiration. I think he's left a benchmark and a mark in this league that it will be history forever, and he made us, I think, all of us better.
Have you had many conversations with him since the end of the season, since you were crowned champions?
I had, and I have due to have an important as well in the next few days, and I'm looking forward to it.
And just moving on to this game against Coventry, what's the challenge like facing a newly promoted team on the first day of the season?
Well, the first game is always really special for everybody. You have a long preparation. You've gone into the detail of absolutely everything about the opponent. You have time to do it, and then it's time to show it on the pitch. So, yeah, we can't wait. I know the atmosphere is going to be absolutely crazy on Friday night at the Emirates, and unless you play with that energy, with that conviction, and make sure we are at the top at the end of the game.
Just spoke to Victor Gyökeres, and obviously it's a special game for him against his old club, but you've got a bit of a selection headache, haven't you, given the former Kai Havertz at the weekend as well?
But this is what we want to create in and around the team, and the boys have taken that in a really organic way, and they all feel important. They all know the contribution they can make to the team, and Victor obviously is going to be a massive player for us.
And just one last one. When we were speaking to Richard Garlick earlier, he felt the continuity at Arsenal could give you the edge over a lot of your rivals this season, because there have been so many changes in the dugout, so many new managers, a record in the Premier League. Do you go along with that? The consistency actually could be your best friend? Yeah,
we have to prove it, but make sure that consistency comes with evolving and being better, and having constantly that ambition to be a new generation and don't be stuck on stability. We have the right foundations, but we need to have the mindset to grow and be better.